Hello everyone, I'm Antonio Ramos, Spanish Radio Network commentator for your Carolina Panthers, and we're here at the Canales household, joined by Dave Canales and Lizzy Canales, and they're gonna share with us the very special moment they have daily in their routines, the tradition of sharing coffee together. In our tradition, in our Latino culture, coffee means a lot more than just a beverage. It's a moment of bonding, it's connecting with people. How you guys, bond together while having coffee in the mornings?
Waking up early, it's kind of like our first touch point of the day. A lot of times in football season, it's still dark out, and so we just have a little bit of quiet time to connect. We read through a devotional, read some scriptures together, relaxing, and then we'll, talk about the day, talk about stuff that comes up.
What's your go-to coffee here at your house?
Well, we start with lemon water, hot lemon water while we're making our coffee. Okay. So we drink a cup of hot lemon water, and then we do French press first thing in the morning. So we grind the coffee, boil the water, and then we make our French press, and while that's steeping, we usually take the dog for a quick walk, and then we come back, and Bulletproof Coffee is grass-fed butter, MCT oil, and collagen powder, and we pour the French press into our blender with that, and we blend it up, and it's creamy and really, really, really filling, and we drink whatever somebody sends us. One of our good friends, people know we love coffee, and we take it very, very, very seriously. So
coffee pauses time for a second just to sit down with family and friends, connect with everyone. And in our Latino culture, there's something after lunch or after dinner that's called sobremesa. So if you don't stay for sobremesa and have a cup of coffee with your dad, with your abuelita, you gotta go wash the dishes. So you better stay for sobremesa and talk about life. What do you remember growing up, Dave? Yeah. Maybe your abuelita's house, yeah. The aromas, the flavors.
Yeah, café con leche. And then I think the thing that when I look back, I grew up in church. So my grandpa was a pastor of a small church, and coffee was something that brought everyone together. It would kind of like start off the day, the services, the pastors, the helpers, the ushers, everyone who was involved with putting on this service, there would be coffee in the morning, black coffee in the percolator, with a lot of sugar. So that's the thing I do remember. My first cups of coffee was, barely a little bit of color, lots of milk, and about 2 tablespoons of sugar, to where you drink it and there's still like gritty sugar on the bottom, But I think, for me, I also remember, just at my grandma and grandpa's house, my grandpa had his mug. I know you've probably seen, it's kind of like the campsite mugs, those blue metal with like the speckled black and white, spots on the mug, and that was his mug. That's what he used, and I can remember him sitting at the table. I can remember my dad. We would go over there sometimes early, and they would be sitting down at the table together, talking about who knows what, talking about life, the future, planning things. My dad took the church over from my grandpa afterwards, and now my older brother is the 3rd generation of Misión Ebenezer in Carson, California. And so there's this tradition of now, it's the conference room, it's my brother's office, that was my dad's office, and there's always coffee going through, and oftentimes...
It's a connector.
That's right.
It's a bridge between, life, work, school, whatever you want to talk about.
even on the road, when he's on the road, we still we have FaceTime coffee on Sunday mornings, because it's a part of our day. We really don't ever miss. I feel like we are reflecting the next generation of people who are willing to make the sacrifice, do the work to find windows to be together.
I'm standing on the shoulders of my dad and that generation. My dad's standing on the shoulders of the generation before him who made sacrifices and breathed hope and breathed dreams into their kids, that you can do anything if you put your mind to it, if you're willing to do the work. Dream big, and if your dream doesn't scare you, probably not big enough, go for it. And that was kind of, the mantra in our household growing up. The excuses were gone. There were no excuses, It was just, are you willing to love people? Are you willing to work hard? And if you can carry those two things, and to connect with people that way, it's been really important.
Well, so as we celebrate Latino Heritage Month in the NFL, we have set 3 unique conversations with local business shop owners in the Carolinas. We're gonna talk with Coach Dave Canales and them so we can share, memories, talk about culture, a lot about coffee. So come join us and welcome to Café con Canales.